Good evening and welcome to Let's Play Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea, Episode 2. So, Episode 1 ended with a bang. If I understand it correctly, what we've got is all the Elizabeths are hunting down the Bookers that turned into Comstock. So the Booker that was in Rapture was a Comstock Booker, but he didn't go on to build Columbia because when he went to steal baby Elizabeth, he horrifically botched it, and instead of cutting off her finger, it cut off her head, and that was really, really, really awful. That, that's gut churning. And so, utterly disturbed by this, he asked the Luteces to wipe his memory and send him to a reality where there never was a Booker. So that's what he's doing in Rapture. He's just trying to run away from his past. But Elizabeth is not having it. She made him confront it. When he tried to fish Sally out of the vents, it triggered the whole episode with the baby. He remembered. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And she said, "No, you aren't." Which, she's got kind of a point there. If you were really sorry, you'd think he'd face what he did. But instead, he just ran away and pretended it didn't happen. So, I don't know what's going to happen now, because Big Daddy at the end just drilled right through Booker's midsection. I'm assuming he's dead. I don't see how he couldn't be. And, well, let's jump on in here. Yeah, we'll play on medium. I know I do not need a recap of the events of Bioshock. Is it meaning episode 1 or the first Bioshock? Dang it. Let's watch it. I don't generally like a recap, but it's been some years since I actually played Bioshock, so there may be something important I missed otherwise.
You were born to do great things. They were right.
This I remember.
I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. You think that's a child down there? She's a little sister now.
But you can save her, and I did when I played.
Turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! Head to medical!
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find it? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked?
There ain't no Atlas, kid. The name's
Frank Fontaine.
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed of.
And there's all my little friends.
You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance.
Alright, so all of that I pretty much remembered. But good to see anyhow. A sunny day at an outdoor cafe. What could be better? It's good to see it just in case there was something really important I'd forgotten. That would, be significant here. So, what is going to be happening in this part? Are we going to figure out what happened to Sally? She'd been a little sisterized.
Elizabeth, I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
Alright, drill through the gut. So, are we picking up right from there, or are we jumping ahead? Well, this clearly isn't Rapture. Paris?
Mademoiselle,
Yes?
quel est votre nom?
Elizabeth.
Pour vous, Elisabeth.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't.
Okay.
I can't accept.
The
Je vous en
finger.
prie. J'insiste.
Thank you.
Alright, so she's not femme fatale, Elizabeth. We're Elizabeth? This is I really like Elizabeth. She's pretty awesome.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Okay, she can't jump or anything, or at least not at this point.
ça va, Elizabeth?
Well, I'm glad she's in Paris. This was her dream. She wanted to be here. Assuming she really is here and this isn't some sort of trick.
Comment ça va, Elizabeth?
Everyone knows her name.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour.
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle. Comment allez-vous?
Ça va bien?
Bonjour, Elizabeth.
Alright, well, it's a nice happy story so far.
Bien le bonjour.
Good morning.
Bonjour, mon ami. Alors, tu as parlé à la jolie petite américaine? Oh, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Ah, you're talking about me, eh?
Bonne journée. Comment ça va, Elizabeth?
I'm suspicious because everything's starting out so wonderfully.
Bonne journée.
Something terrible's gonna happen.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour, chérie. Et si tu venais boire un verre avec nous?
Claude?
Sois pas jalouse, ma petite. C'est pas interdit pour un homme de boire avec deux jolies
Excuse me, I can't have a drink with two beautiful women. I'd be upset if I were her too. No thanks, Claude. We'll pass on.
Viens jouer avec nous, Elisabeth.
I'm sorry, Cosette. Next time, I promise.
Oh, dommage.
I used to play clarinet. Yeah, I was a band geek.
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle.
Good morning.
Bien le bonjour, Elizabeth.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Comment allez-vous?
Je peux vous vendre tous les livres que vous voulez. Et pour pas cher en plus.
Do you have The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton?
Désolé, ma petite. Celui-là n'a pas encore été
That
écrit.
has not been written yet, huh? Okay, that's suspicious that that's his answer. Oh, look at the kitty. Basking in the sun, as kitties do. It's so idyllic. It's so beautiful. What's
Bien
gonna happen to
bonjour,
ruin
Elizabeth.
this for us?
Bonjour.
Il va falloir que tu me guides. Parce que je me suis perdu dans tes yeux.
Une baguette, mademoiselle?
Baguette? Well, I'd like to, but it's not actually a choice. Sorry. Oh, we got Poodle over here.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour.
Was that a rabbit? I think it was. There's this delightful thing.
Oh, écris-moi encore un poème, Christian.
Tout ce que tu veux.
Oh,
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Le
look
pain
at the
est frais,
kitties
le
love the
ciel est
music.
bleu Et vous êtes resplendissante.
Everyone's so
Roquefort,
happy.
camembert, brie de Meaux, les meilleurs fromages au meilleur prix.
All right, looks like we gotta head down towards the riverfront. It's funneling us
Elle
in
est
that
tellement
direction.
plus belle en vrai, tu trouves pas?
Si tu veux mon avis, il y a des choses qu'il vaut mieux garder en rêve.
Some things are best kept in dreams. It's sounding ominous. All right, this... Birds don't do that. This is a dream or something. Too good to be true.
Ou la cage. Oiseau ou la cage. Pourquoi pas les deux?
Uh-huh. Is that Sally? Is she gonna spin around and have a little sister face?
Sally?
Oh.
Sally!
Come back.
Okay, and Elizabeth apparently cannot run. Elizabeth, you gotta work harder than this if you want to catch her.
Sally, wait!
Come back. Come back.
Wait!
Is she talking to Dead Booker's body? Is that what's really going on here?
Sally, stop!
Come back.
Sally, where are you going?
Come back!
Sally, hold on!
Come back!
Ooh. Transorbal lobotomy. No, thank you. Well, everything has certainly taken a turn for the worse.
Stop! Stop!
I'm going to try and take in the surroundings instead of focusing on running right after her.
Where did she go?
Book her to wit. Okay, so we are at Ryan Industries. Yeah, we're back to the vent. She better not have fried that child. Ooh.
Go away. It wasn't my fault.
She did.
I didn't do anything! No. No! It wasn't my fault! Leave me alone! Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I never should have left. I never should have left you there.
Oh. So she essentially did kind of the same thing Booker did. She caused the kid to die.
Empty. Empty again. What are the odds?
What's the hold-up?
Just having a bit of a laugh, Atlas.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
All right.
Let her go!
Quiet down, dear. In a minute, all your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
Booker? Booker, what?
Say,
I don't understand. How?
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
Well, kinda.
Suchong.
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does Suchong propose to get us back?
That's between me
That's between me
and the slant.
and the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see Suchong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Lonnie? Was that really necessary? Alright.
Elizabeth, come on, it's time to get moving.
Booker? What?
Over here, on the radio.
You're not Booker.
Well, of course I ain't.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Is this all in Elizabeth's head?
Had to be done.
Did it?
I felt everything that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky. But that version of me, she lost everything. In Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
Then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
Oh, we can jump now. Let's have a look-see. We could certainly do with some health. Oh, no getting through there. Okay, she's still not running. Oh, we're gonna have to just jump down, huh? Well, no, that's not the best spot. Where are we gonna do it? No? Can't squeeze through there? Well, where am I meant to go? Oh! There we go.
I was in Paris. I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
That wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Yep.
Now I have to find this Suchong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet, but you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
So at this point, I'm assuming her conversations with Booker are entirely in her head. But I don't know too much more beyond that. I don't really have any other guesses yet. Alright, this must be where we gotta go.
What are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like yourself, Elizabeth?
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears.
Oh.
Oh my God. Stay away from me. Booker. No, please don't. I died here. I was killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet... My finger. What am I? Huh? I don't understand.
If we're going to end up at the same place, I don't see the harm in enjoying the ride.
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived. You're trading omniscience and croissance for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
So the guilt is eating away at you, Elizabeth, and you're willing to sacrifice it all.
The Lutesses warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse?
From a quantum superposition to just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal girl. With a normal pinky. If I can't open tears, I'm never leaving here, am I?
Ooh.
I'm never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew what that meant. Only option, as I see it, is to trust yourself. Find Suchong.
All right. So this is pretty cool. So I'm assuming there still are other realities and other Elizabeths, but she just can't interact with any of them now. All right, and then this is going to tie into... Now she's stuck here. Ooh, and that means that what she said to Fontaine is a lie. Because she would get him back to Rapture, I was assuming, through a tear. But she can't now. She's going to have to figure out some other way or he's going to kill her. See what we can do, Elizabeth. But he's got a point. From the conversation with the Lutesses in the boat, they told her what would happen. So, you can't freak out about it too much, Elizabeth. This is a choice you felt needed to be made. Maybe you can't remember all the reasoning now, but trust yourself.
I'm not in the insurance business, no. Not at all.
I am in the peace of mind business.
Alright, we need to find a weapon. I was really hoping there'd be one in here, but there does not appear to be. Does she fight, or is she just going to be all stealth?
You can't judge a man only by his bookings. Character's got to come into account.
I think I'm gonna have to use this air grabber. It's gonna be messy. I don't know if...
Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way doesn't mean you have to.
Alright, it said, don't step on the broken glass. Ugh, there's a rat. Nice.
Child star. I'm just a star. Period.
Now, he says we can do things different. Does that mean we don't necessarily need to fight the splicers? Because some of them are just crazy and not necessarily violent, like the lady in the last episode who'd set up the elaborate mannequin wedding. I feel bad about killing her. I'd assumed that she was going to attack, but now I'm thinking she probably wouldn't have.
Okay, I'm not always as confident as I appear, but I don't think it shows.
Drop quietly, please. Alright, and we just got an autosave, and we are at time. So I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll continue our adventure with Elizabeth, see if she can redeem herself.